Madam.
Anybody here? Hello? Huh? So, should we start, sir?
Sure. Should we start from your childhood?
Yes, I heard that's when you started displaying interest in magic.
Okay. If so, I think it should be a long story.
Don't worry, we'll make it short and sweet.
Okay, alright. I used to play magic tricks on others when I was 7 or 8. My love for magic goes back that old. Vazhakunna Nambudiri was my idol in magic.
The astonishing tales of the renowned magician, laced with wonder and mystery, narrated by young Gopi's father. The tales that sowed the seeds of magic in his mind. The mesmerism of the snake charmer, making the lime move by the sheer power of gaze. Brought forth tiny trials by him, emanating from an unquenchable desire for magic. He learned his first lesson from the magician R.K. Malayath. And then, the anticipation with bated breath for the maiden performance. It was an impatient wait for him. But within seconds, everything came crashing down. His first attempt turned a miserable failure. He believed he was not destined for the art of magic. That day, he recollected a precious message his father had shared. There are no lessons to be learned from success. It is only failure that teaches us lessons. His role model was always his father, a simple farmer with no formal education. When he was seeking a way to get some money for making tools for magic, his father taught him yet another lesson: the value of hard-earned money. The harvest festival of Vishu was just round the corner. He bought some firecrackers with the money his father gave him. The profit was set aside for the purpose of magic. With pride, he placed his earnings in his father's palm on the day of Vishu. His love for magic was growing by the minute. Spurring him to constantly perform acts of magic at home and at school. But then came days of distress and bitterness. He was determined to follow his passion for magic. Difficult times of hurdles and obstructions, challenges and defeats. Discontinuing the studies for law at Bangalore, Muthugad became alone in the journey ahead. Those were times when there were no opportunities for magic in Kerala. The art of magic was confined with the street magic performers. He roamed the length and breadth of the state with his trunk, desperately seeking a stage for performing magic. Spending nights at railway stations and bus stations. He actually experienced the pang of hunger. Muthugad's plea for a stage were heard by some. He got a few stage shows and bought an old bus for the troupe to travel. And then began the downslide. Due to critical financial problem, he was unable to pay installments of the vehicle. All hopes dashed. He decided to end his life. Year 1990, entire Kerala working together towards 100% literacy. With Akshara Jalam, Muthugad also became a part of this movement. His aim was to raise the art of magic from a mere performing art to an art with a social message. This received acceptance from the government. Muthugad's Akshara Jalam travelled throughout Kerala with the government's literacy mission. Year 1995. The maiden show of the Fire Escape Act in Trivandrum. meeting during this period with renowned writer Sri Malayatu Ramakrishnan brought a sea of change in his vision. It led to a major turning point in his life. Muthugad transplanted his base from Nilambur to Trivandrum to open Asia's first magic academy under the guidance of veteran poet Padma Vibhushan Sri O.N.V. Kurup to impart lessons in magic in a scientific manner. That was the lofty dream he nurtured. To transform this into reality, he showered magic in all the major cities. As a first in the world, with the recognition of the Kerala University, armed with a proper syllabus for the subject of magic. Today, the Magic Academy creates hundreds of young magicians. With several new projects, the Magic Academy, along with the government, successfully and effectively creates a strong awareness against superstitions and imparts the message of relevant social issues among the citizens.
So I shifted to Trivandrum to start an academy.
So you think it was a good start?
I would say so.
That's good to hear.
Catherine, actually for me, each and every show I perform is like these bubbles. It's amazing to watch, but need much more hard work behind it, get it right. You have to be extremely careful to hold it perfect. That's exactly what I meant. See, Catherine, I adore magic. This adoration gives me courage and strength to perform escape acts.
The escape acts proved to be letdowns at several instances. The failure of the fire escape act performed at Bahrain distressed Muthugad, hospitalized for several days with severe burns.
It might be an unsuccessful attempt, might get injured, but I kept my inner fire alight.
That fire made him to successfully complete more than 8,000 stages in 54 major countries worldwide. His daring acts of magic enthused him to constantly move ahead on this journey of magic. Magic absolutely intoxicated him.
Harry Houdini is the greatest magician I have ever read about. This is his court. Stone walls do not a prison make, nor iron bars a cage.
The Propeller Escape Act. The failure of Propeller Escape Act got celebrated as top headlines by all leading newspapers at that time.
I was confident enough to perform that escape act. Even after practicing more than a year, it wasn't successful. I don't know why. It was more than I could hold on to. I was shattered.
The dismal failure of the propeller escape act almost prompted him to run away. He boarded the train for his first trip to Delhi. He roamed the streets of Delhi in the blazing summer heat. He had only heard of Kerala House. The only person he knew was a parliament member, Sri Vijay Raghavan. He waited for the MP at the Constitution Club. Expressed his despair before him. In response, to give wings to his dreams, he entrusted a Delhi organization, Jana Samskriti. The next goal was to meet and seek the assistance of magician Rajkumar, renowned for supporting all magicians in India. As a result of their sincere effort, the then Deputy Speaker, Sri P.M. Syed, the Information and Broadcasting Minister, Srimati Sushma Swaraj, Sri O. Rajagopal, the Minister of State for Railways, all of them became a part of Mudagat's onward journey in magic. Mudagat's message, in a brilliant show held in the national capital before an audience of many prominent personalities, was to never run away from failure. Let failure be the driving force towards success. This magical act, with a message against terrorism that was staged at the capital city, made the minister declare, this message should spread throughout the nation.
जादू है देश हमारा, करता है हम पर माया। जंग लड़ेंगे, जान भी देंगे, हार कभी ना मानेंगे। जादू है देश हमारा, जादू है देश हमारा। जंग लड़ेंगे, जान भी देंगे, हार कभी ना मानेंगे, हार कभी ना मानेंगे। जादू है देश हमारा, करता है हम पर माया। जंग लड़ेंगे, जान
This declaration became the inspiration for his 4 Bharat Yatras. The Vismaya Bharat Yatra in 2002, Gandhi Mantra in 2005, Vismaya Swaraj Yatra in 2007 and Mission India in 2010. In the midst of these journeys, magician Rajkumar showed him yet another reality. The deplorable life of the street magicians in India, who even today, without any means of living exist, noticed by none. The sight of the penniless street magicians, with the matchless ability of their hands that could convert paper to currency, now being forced to roam from street to street for a day's meal, was utterly appalling. Thus born the idea of the Magic Museum, a new life for the street magicians, their rehabilitation. October 31st, 2014. After immense struggle, the Magic Planet became a reality. It is a magic planet that gave Mudugat a new vision. The sheer fulfillment of rejuvenation, the inner sense of well-being one experiences in giving a life and livelihood to those who have lost everything.
Later on, I realized that I should be using the art of magic not only as an entertainment, but also to convey socially relevant messages as a tool for social awareness. A tool to light up people's minds. Truly and solely for the society.
That was a huge revitalizing moment. To be able to reach out to the differently abled children, to touch their lives, to feel their talents. That gave the fillip to impart lessons in magic for the differently abled children as a part of the Anuyatra project of Kerala Social Security Mission. This was an ecstasy never ever experienced so far in life. That day, 23 differently abled children were taught magic. Children who were unable to move around like others, unable to even recognize one's name, unable to even talk. The radiance of smiles that beamed on the faces of these children and their mothers as the children picked up the knack of swift hand movements. That was a moment of unbounded strength. To be able to stand with them, support them, just be with them. Mudugat felt a confidence, his self-esteem as never before. Today, at the Magic Planet, the differently abled children conduct magic shows named as Empower and become a pillar of support for their families. They are still continuing their voyage and have walked into the India Book of Records. This inspired Mudugat to take up more of the differently abled children, a huge project named Different Arts Center. It was a dream project conceived and established by Mudugat, put forth to showcase 100 differently abled talents. The final phase of completion is being readied for a number of platforms where 100 differently able children could dance and sing, draw and paint, and express all their multiple talents. Different Arts Center, world's first of the same kind. The next meaningful project was the formation of the Artist Village, an answer to the challenges faced by the homeless street artists and special children. Today, they live with a sense of utmost satisfaction, enjoying the comforts of the Artist Village. Project MQ emanates from the strong belief that the art of magic has the power to elevate the human minds. Molding minds magically is a novel idea that took form out of the desire to impart a sense of courage and confidence amongst the youth to enable them to lead successful lives. The presentation of MQ in many platforms in India and abroad is yet another milestone. Gopinath Mudugad became the first Keralite to be elected as a celebrity advocate by UNICEF. He owns many awards including Merlin Award, which is considered as the Oscar in magic.
It's wonderful you have such a huge collection of photographs with all the memorable moments.
It's not just an album for me, it's my life, and they are my treasured possessions.
What is that? Is it something important?
It's my first poster.
Huh. Could you please tell me about your family?
My personal life is balanced only because of my family.
So, I'm very curious. Can you show me some trick of yours?
Magic?
Yes.
Okay, see this card. It's 8 of diamond.
Yes.
See this magic, watch carefully. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hello. Catherine, please meet my team.
Hi, everyone.
They are my strength and inspiration. Sorry, Catherine. I have to leave now. There's a practice schedule.
Practice, even after 45 years of experience.
Practice makes a man perfect, especially in magic. So, bye, Catherine.
Still many desire and dream linger in the wings. Still many a deed remains to be accomplished. The boundless journey on the road of magic goes on with the magician's amazing gaze.